for those of you who are interested in getting your driver's license and you are wonder how you go about getting your driver's license, you wonder what can help you to pass those tests. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about the purpose of the new road code book and why this book is the best book for you to pass your driving test and your road code test and your learner's lesson test in Jamaica. And at this time, me and Mr. Malcolm is gonna reason on this book. Mr. Malcolm is the author or the writer of this book. So he would know this book more than Anchor. Even though you may see Anchor over here using this book right through, Malcolm is the producer, the writer of the brand new road code book. And I'm gonna ask Mr. Malcolm a few questions along the way, and he too will talk about anything that he wishes to talk about. Anything at all you want to tell him now, Mr. Malcolm?
Okay. This book, The Art of Driving, is the most comprehensive guide on motoring. Jamaica has been upgraded to meet international standards, so everything has to be updated and upgraded for the general public. This book came about because there was a need. Now, persons wishing to obtain a learner license has to do a road code test.
Yeah, yeah.
To pass your road code test, you will need to study this book, which also entails a website. The name of the website is www.drivesafejamaica.com. On that website, you will find 6 free practice tests. Each practice test contains up to 36 questions. All these questions are answered, so it's going to be easy for you to study. It's the easiest way to study, so you'll be able to retain on the website. But the book itself, The Art of Driving, it also has 185 questions and answers. So these platforms mean it's a sure pass for your road code test and your driver's license.
And let me ask you, let me back up Malcolm on that. Because when you're doing your road code test, it's about how much question you get again?
It's multiple choice questions.
And about how much?
You get about 20 questions.
About 20 questions.
Right.
And what Malcolm is saying to you is over 100 and odd questions in this book. A matter of fact, over 350 questions,
Right.
both from the hard copy and online. And you're going to get 18 questions. So what we are saying is it's a sure pass. If you buy the book, whether hard copy or online,
Right.
it's a sure pass to pass that test.
Right. And it's for future reference. What you will learn from this book and the website is what you will need throughout your life to drive competently on the road.
Yeah, because me now cut you again, you know, so people believe, say, Mr. Malcolm, that when you are learning how to drive, you must buy a book. But what you're saying to us now is every man must have a book.
Yes, every motorist must have a book. This book contains the new Road Traffic Act, which came into effect February last year.
Yeah, yeah. And
Just to note,
yeah,
the only place you'll find this information is on the government website, apart from this book. How many persons goes on the government website to find information? Or knows how to go there? This book, it's a diary. It's the motorist diary. This is what the motorists need. With this book, you know what the police know. With this book, you know what the instructor know. You know your rights. You know your obligations. You know the traffic offenses. So basically, ignorance is no excuse. So you need this book.
so what you're saying to us,
Yes, sir.
that this book is like the road code Bible then?
Right.
Everything in it.
Right. I'm also want you to know that this is what the police uses to.
Yeah.
The information in the book. And ignorance is no excuse. Right?
And I like the way how you even make the book.
Okay. The
Tell
book
us the reason why you make the book like this.
Okay. It's easier to carry around It easy to place in your glove compartment, your handbag.
Now me realize the practicality of that.
Right.
So if you can put in a glove compartment,
Right.
because this book will help you. If the police stop you, this book can even help you about you. We call it again now.
On the road traffic
The
act.
road traffic act. Okay.
Okay. You can also use this book to educate the police.
Yeah. So it's a comprehensive book then, Mr. Malcolm.
It's a comprehensive guide on motoring. It entails so many things. As I say, comprehensive. Okay. Also, with this book, there's something you need to know.
Yeah.
If you are going to travel, this book helps you to drive internationally.
How we are said to me, Malcolm?
This book is so comprehensive. It is so comprehensive. If I should speak about what this book contains, it's gonna take so much time. But I'll let you get a feel. It covers all the new courses in motoring. It teaches defensive driving, right? It is so much. It shows the rights and obligation of the motorist. It has all the new traffic signs and markings. What you also need to know is that Jamaica has been upgraded to meet all these international standards.
Yeah.
So the road signs you see, they are only symbols, meaning nothing is written on these signs.
Yeah.
So you need to know beforehand what they mean before you go out there to drive.
Yeah. And Mr. Malcolm, and that cut you, but I realize something about your book, about this book. Now, when me I go through this book, and when me I watch video internationally, I realize that almost the road code sign in this book is also international too.
Yes, you study this book, you
Yeah.
can drive internationally. The only difference is the next side of the road.
Yeah. Right hand, left hand. Yeah.
So also you'll be able to pass your driving test easily when you go abroad.
Yeah, man. Because I heard that if you leave Jamaica with a Jamaica driver's license and you go in another country, you may have to do a next driving test over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
You can drive for a period, a short period with
Yeah.
your Jamaican license in some countries.
yeah, yeah. So even person who are migrate back to Jamaica can drive for a while also. About 6 months.
Right.
Yeah, 6
Correct.
months. And so this book is also good if you are coming into the country and you want to know the road code laws and rule in Jamaica. Get a book like this if you are coming back from another country for the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Tourists are buying this book. It's a tourist guide also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It even contains a map. So you can navigate your way around.
Yeah, man. It's a comprehensive book, I see, Mr. Malcolm. So, Mr. Malcolm, tell me some more features of the book.
Okay. So it also contains the traffic ticketing. So basically, you know what the offenses are, you know what the penalties are. It also contains features like motor vehicle maintenance. You know to maintain your vehicle. Also, all of your frequently asked questions are in the book. You want to know what to do if you lose your driver's license, etc. Everything is in the book.
And I see we're in the book, Mr. Malcolm, on page 25. My head. Yes. And page 28, you say we have safety tips.
Right, safety tips.
Yeah, I realized that this book is very practical because you give driver the opportunity to read about safety tips, about seat belt and so forth. That's brilliant, man. That is brilliant. Brilliant book. And can some schools, I know that in Jamaica there are some schools now who have the driving training in schools.
Right. It's called Driver Education in School.
Oh,
So this book now has been the book that is being used by students, right, to do their road code test. Actually, the Island Traffic Authority goes to schools and administer the test, and this is the book and the website that students study from to pass their road code test.
I know of a few schools that I know are embarking it. You may know more than me, but I heard about Glenmuir is one of them,
Right.
and me think is it Yarcastle
Yeah. Yarcastle started the project.
project.
and then all other schools are following suit.
Following, yeah, yeah.
So-
And I hear that Heart,
Okay, Art.
yeah,
Art has done a project called a LIFT program. That's the name of the LIFT program. This is the book that Art uses to do their LIFT program. They buy these books to do the LIFT program, so the students get copies of these books to study from, and they study the website, and then they go and do their road code test in order to continue to do their driver's license test. It's called the LIFT program.
okay,
So Art is working with this book.
yeah.
They have gone through, reviewed it, and they have seen its usefulness, so they are buying it. So Art is buying these books for students.
Because and what I like about this book too, Mr. Malcolm, you know, there's another road code book, that only asks you a question and give you one answer. But I realized that in this new road code book, they ask you a question and then give you four different possible answers,
Very close.
which is very, very good. Very, very good. Because when you go into the examination, I realized that it's the same method.
Right.
They ask you a question and then give you A, B, C, and D, and you have to circle one. It's almost the same thing in this book. Look at it. So they ask a question and give you four possibly answer. And me like how you do it because at least now you are giving us a taste of what the test will be like. No. How do you come up with that idea?
Well, research. I have done some research in other countries, and if you notice, we are having a whole lot of fatalities here in Jamaica because no one is studying the road code. No one knows the road code. So everybody is driving in a different direction.
Yeah, I realize.
So I'm trying to put this thing together that we all drive in the same direction.
And I tell you, this book is practical, Mr. Malcolm, because I have been using this book for over a year now, no sir?
No, more than a year.
More than a year now.
Yeah, you're using for more than a year.
More than a year now, I'm using this book. And as you know, I normally quoted from another book. But once I began to read this book and realize the compact of information, I have to stick with this book. And could I tell you, Mr. Malcolm, that I never always this aware about a road, No. I read this book.
Okay. Although you have been driving for the past 20 years, this is the book. Jamaica has been upgraded to meet international standards. The examiners have reviewed this book. They have it with them.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they are using also.
Mm-hmm. So, could you tell YouTube, again, those who are watching YouTube and watching this video, where they can now get this book?
Okay. This book is available in all major bookstores and pharmacies. Its circulation has started to increase to other places, a few little local places too, because everybody is seeing its usefulness. You can also get this book online at www.drivesafejamaica.com.
Right. And
Anchor Store here also supplies this book.
yes, Anchor in Clarendon.
Yeah, Anchor in Clarendon.
Yes.
Anchor is one of the major distributors.
And when you come to Anchor gonna reason with you a little bit about the book. I don't just give you the book in your hand, but me and you gonna talk about your book a little bit, as to where to look for the right questions, this and that. So Anchor will reason with you a little bit.
Okay, so Brian's Bookstore also distributes this book island-wide. So you need books in bulk, Brian Bookstore.
Yeah, man. So the Brian Bookstore is one of the main distributors.
Right, they are the
Okay.
major distributors. Right.
Yeah, man. So what encouragement do you have for young drivers, Mr. Malcolm?
Okay, for young drivers, it is very important for you to study this guide. To use the road properly, to prevent accidents, you will need to study this guide. You cannot practice on the road. It's going to cause accidents. To be a competent driver, you have to read The Art of Driving, and you have to go on the website and do the practice test. Also on the website, you'll find all your frequently asked questions. All your frequently asked questions. You don't have to go into Google to find it.
So you have it, people. You have the book in hard copy, and you have the book in where you call it, soft copy,
Right.
or online.
Online.
Online. So you don't have no excuse not to pass your road code test or not to be a better driver, because what this book does, it encourages you to practice defensive driving. That's the highest quality driving a person can drive. Defensive driving. And as Mr. Malcolm said, the amount of information in this book would take us the whole day to finish. So I am saying go out, buy this book, or download it from the website that Malcolm tell you about. Again, Malcolm, the website one more time.
www.drivesafejamaica.com.
So that's where we stop for now. You can look out for more videos from me and Malcolm about this book in the very near future. Big up on yourself from Anchor. Big up Malcolm,
Yeah, big up Anchor.
the writer and the author of this wonderful book. A book for the future. The art of
Driving.
driving.